I'm Captain Meck, a Brit who is fascinated by America and its food. Today I'm calling the mini Mecks in again because we are making s'mores. I have had a s'more before, but it was with UK ingredients. So it was Cadbury's chocolate, a digestive biscuit. So I think it's fair for us to say that I have not had an American s'more. So I am quite excited about trying the real deal today. Now with s'mores, we do get into one of those little differences in pronunciation situations. I believe most Americans say graham crackers, one syllable with an American accent. I know it probably sounds weird with a British one, but it's graham crackers is generally how you guys would say it. In the UK, that word for us is two syllables, so it's graham. Graham crackers is what we would say. Golden grahams. And you would say golden grams? Anyway, there is that to contend with today. But where does s'mores come from and why the unusual name? Let's find out from our squadron leader in Meck's research. A recipe for what was called a Graham's cracker sandwich. Graham's Graham's cracker sandwich, never mind. A recipe for one of those sandwiches first appeared in a 1920s cookbook, the Campfire Marshmallow Cookbook. The recipe called for two of those particular crackers, marshmallow and melted chocolate in a sandwich. A 1927 cookbook, Tramping and Trailing with the Girl Scouts, included a recipe for some more. So called because the treats were so tasty and delicious, all the children always wanted more of them. Over the years, the individual words some and more became contracted into s'more or s'mores, and that is how they have been known ever since. The s'more is traditionally cooked over a campfire and has been the staple food for guides and scouts all over the world for many years. Contemporary versions like to pep up the recipe with things like Marses and Snickers, bananas, strawberries, Nutella, peanut butter, and even ice cream. Goodness me! I hope Captain Meck is using the proper American ingredients. I love a digestive biscuit as much as the next person, but for an American s'more, it has to be a Graham's cracker. Did I say that right? For those of you who have been following my community tab, you will have seen I had a little trouble with acquiring the right crackers. I bought a pack, like a s'mores DIY pack, advertised as Nabisco Graham's crackers, and that's what came with it. I don't know how well you can see that, but as everyone said who saw the picture when I posted it there, that's not the right thing. They're very thick, the colour is different, so I got a little bit of money back there because I called them out on it. So I searched around and I got the right thing. I had to sell my soul and remortgage my house to get a box of these things, which you guys can just pop down to your local store and get them for like a couple of bucks. Cost me about the same as a new car for this box. That's the real deal. It's light and crispy and it's got little holes in it. That is not the same thing. Not by a long stretch. Many people just say that in the UK, if you're making s'mores, you can use a digestive biscuit as a good alternative. I'm going to disagree on that one. The flavour is similar to a digestive, yes. However, the texture is completely different. This is a digestive. It's much thicker. It's not as light and crispy as this. This is a very different texture for a s'more. I don't particularly like digestives. It's just too much. You want a nice little cracker like you guys have. So I think we're on to a win already. So thank you to everyone who commented on the picture of the crackers that I was expecting, and to everyone that said, hold on a minute, they're not quite right, you need to do something about it. Now let's get some tips and tricks from my Meccaneers, and welcome to another super Meccaneer Scrapyard Ape. Welcome in, Mr. or Mrs. Monkey Man or Lady. Thank you so much for showing me a bit of love and support. Welcome into the Super Meck community. If you are interested in finding out how to join my community and become a Super Meck, click the join button at the top of my channel for all the information. Now it's time to ask the audience. The biggest takeaway from Ask the Audience this week, and one to which I have already alluded, is most Americans said if you're gonna do s'mores, try and do the proper American ones, not with the British substitutes, because although that may be good, it's not going to be the American taste, and I wholeheartedly agree. And many people said actually the wax content in Hershey's makes it really good for s'mores, because it means it doesn't melt and just dribble everywhere and disappear. It actually kind of takes a little bit longer to melt, or at least holds itself together a little bit better. So it is kind of perfect for s'mores. So use the proper ingredients. Check Meck. Meck check. Check Meck. Whatever. There was some discussion in Ask the Audience about how to properly toast your marshmallow. Lots of different opinions there. I think nicely golden brown for me, before it turns black and actually burns. Golden brown, gooey is probably the way we're going to go, because I'm thinking if it's not done enough, and I've got massive marshmallows, bit personal, when I put the crackers on, all the crackers are just going to break over the top of it if that marshmallow is not properly melted and squidgy. I have the hot coals ready to go in the garden, backyard. The mini Mecks are waiting, so I need to get outside, cook some s'mores, and hopefully avoid any of the mini Mecks catching fire. That might not be a great end to this video. Let's go. So I've come to the unloved part of our backyard. I've got my little pit going. Haven't got many coals because it's just s'mores. We're not doing any meat or anything today. It just hasn't worked out that way. So I've purely got these going nice and hot for s'mores. That's it. But they are proper. I can't get any closer than that because they are super, super hot. So we're prepped, ready to go. I kind of made the sandwiches already. So we got, oh, hang on. There's a cube missing. Someone's been stealing. We've got 6 cubes of Hershey's in these Grams honey-made crackers. Mini Meck number 1, the first thing I want you to show us is this extendable marshmallow fork. Look at this. There we go. Look at that. It's like a car aerial. It's perfect. Very safe because you're going to be well away from the heat. No, it's okay. I'm just getting ready. Mini Meck number 3 has arrived and is unhappy that I've started without her. Starting to smoke. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Is that's looking pretty good. When you do you think that's good? Oh man, we're unused to this here. We have hardly. Don't squash it too much because it's going to break the cracker, isn't it? Can you remove the thing? The bottom's come out.
No, we broke it.
And now we've broken it. It's okay. We got lots more.
No.
Okay, fail. Do we think? I mean, maybe the marshmallow's a little bit too big for this sandwich, or maybe it needs to be more squidged. Can you squidge the whole thing down?
With my hand?
Just anything. Like that. Like that. But that's how it's gonna. That's what you want it to be, right? Squidgy down. Okay. Our American friends are probably screaming at their screens, going, "What on earth have you made?"
I'm sorry.
Right, go on then. Pick it up. I think maybe the marshmallow's a bit too big. Maybe we should have done half a marshmallow. Give it a go. Or is it too hot? You just had the marshmallow there, didn't you? Yeah, it looks good. You're the pioneer because you've tested this now, and we know it's going to be difficult. Mini Meck number 3. Looks like she's going fishing, but she's actually toasting the marshmallow. So this is my marshmallow. I think it's a pretty beautifully perfect golden brown one, although someone will tell me it's not good enough, probably. Bigger plate would have been good as well, actually.
Mini Meck 3 discarded hers.
She has left already, so I'm thinking she's not that fast, or it's too, I don't know.
Messy.
Too messy. I don't want to break this cracker. So I'm just gonna go like that and then leave it. We're gonna leave that now for a couple of minutes. Then we're gonna do the taste test. Oh, that looks pretty good.
Mine was really nice.
I mean, that chocolate still looks pretty solid, but maybe the chocolate underneath is melted. And maybe I should have to put it back on there in the foil, but I can't be bothered because I just really want to eat it now. Is this the right size marshmallow? Is it supposed to be this massive? I'm guessing it is. The chocolate is soft and kind of gummy. It isn't properly melted yet. But also the marshmallow is kind of losing a lot of its heat. So I'm not going to wait any longer because I want to get stuck into this. I'm going to go for the biggest mouthful I can. Let's go this end. No, I don't want to go that end because I want a taste of everything. If I do that, I'm just going to get a mouthful of marshmallow and nothing else. I'm looking out over East Sussex in the southeast of England, over these beautiful hills, and little British houses in the distance whilst I'm eating American s'mores. That is proper tasty. So the crackers have kind of softened up a little bit because of the warmth. The chocolate is perfectly fine. It just tastes like very ordinary, perfectly acceptable, normal, cheap chocolate, which is what you want for a s'mores. It's really nice. As a scout or as a girl guide, I can tell I would have loved it. Round the campfire, oh man. Round the campfire, roast beef, the perfect snacky treat for the end of the day. And also on camp, when you're camping, there's a lot of debris around, there's a lot of sticks and leaves. So what you don't want is a snack that makes you really messy or sticky when you're camping. So that's why s'mores is the perfect camping snack. I might as well finish the whole thing. I know, it's fine. I don't mind the big blob. Where's the big blob?
Yeah. There we go.
Two thoughts. Firstly, the American ingredients is better than when I tried the British thing. Even with the dairy milk Cadbury's chocolate, which is a nice chocolate, it was too much, it was too sickly. And, Lex. Dog's trying to eat the ingredients. The second thought is, it's kind of really great as a snack, but I'm sure I would like it much more as a child. I've hit that adult thing, and I know loads of adults like them. I'm not saying no adults can enjoy s'mores, but I've hit that adult thing where I'm like, oh, it's kind of great, but it's just really sweet and gooey, and I don't want any more of that. If you are so inclined, please do all the stuff, like click the multitude of buttons there are on YouTube. Like, subscribe, you can comment, you can join, you can ignore all of it. All is good, I love you anyway. It is time to head into scoring. Let's score the American s'more. It rhymes, yay! I did think about going back in the loft to do this, but then what's the point? I'm stood here in the lovely British summertime. A peel, top marks for a peel because it's melted chocolate, marshmallow, crackers, all there in a lovely, gooey, wonderful mess. It looks great. Even for people that would find it too sickly, it looks really, really good. Second, ease of making, not that easy. I don't think it's that easy. It's supposed to be, but it isn't. We had crackers breaking every time we moved them. We had chocolate that hadn't melted enough. We had marshmallow that maybe we were using them too big. They were going everywhere. It's supposed to be fun, and it was fun. It wasn't that easy. Mini Meck number 3 really struggled. I think it was too difficult for her. The ease of making, a lower score, I think. Taste. Mini Meck number 1 is giving me the thumbs up, but then she's a lot younger than I am. It was great for what it was, but for me personally, as a 44-year-old man, it was a bit too much. A bit sickly, but I know it's not ultimately for me. So, for a score, I'm gonna go, I'm gonna go low 70s, because it's kind of a classic snack, and I can see why, but I'm gonna go for a 73. 73 Meck points for s'mores. So, a score of 73 puts it just above the Elvis sandwich, which is fine by me because the Elvis sandwich is just weird, but it puts it below the Fluffernutter. Now that also works well for me because the Fluffernutter was really great. That was really an interesting sandwich. I enjoyed eating it, but again, not something I would want all the time. But I would want a Fluffernutter over a s'more. So there it is, 73, sitting comfortably near the bottom. And I think that's fine. I think that's absolutely fine. It's not gourmet food, it's a fun camping snack. That's what it's supposed to be, and it does the trick. So I'm happy with that. That was s'mores for another week. Check out my community tab for what is happening next week. You have been perfectly toasted today, Americans. Captain Meck, out.